Hi, everyone. Jonathan Alexander here, Associate Dean in the Division of Undergraduate Education. And I'm here with one of my favorite colleagues, Kevin Huie, who is the Executive Director for Student Success at UC Irvine. And I rely on Kevin to give me guidance about how success, especially at this time, is undergoing some changes, and what looks like success might have to be redefined for not just the pandemic time, but for the 21st century. Kevin, can you say a little bit about what are some of the challenges that our students are facing, and how might they be showing us what success looks like right now?
I do realize for a lot of our students that just being at home, there's so many distractions that you possibly might be running into. Your focus is not there for whatever reason. You have some problems and challenges because you have other responsibilities at home. We definitely understand that trying to do this remotely is going to be tough. Now, that being said, I want you to make sure that you know that there are people here that can help you. Student Success Initiatives is a great resource for you. There are 15 counselors that are available to help in one way or another. I am convinced that one of the things that's going to be the most important thing for us is that we can use Zoom for one-on-one conversations. And for us to know that it's very important that we're able to do so by providing coaching to you, essentially, academic and success coaching. Know that coaching, what we're trying to do is unlock your potential to maximize your own performance. It's helping you to learn rather than just teaching you. It also helps you take stock of where you're at now in all aspects of your life and how that compares to where you would like to be in the future. Our focus specifically is to focus on your strengths. We want to be able to make sure that you're able to write your own goals, making sure that those are very specific and measurable. We take a very personalized and holistic approach as well. We're going to build your support network up with faculty and other staff, and you'll get a chance to meet those people at workshops, and know that we are in the best spot possible to refer you to the right person if it's not going to be us. And lastly, know that we want you to have as much reflection as possible. Reflection and action. It helps you move forward. It helps you in your journeys. It helps you so that you can solve your own problems as you encounter some of those in this remote world.
You know, one of the things that I love about Anteaters and about working at UC Irvine is just meeting kids and students from so many different backgrounds, from so many different experiences that are often very different from my own. And they teach me a great deal. And sometimes we need to think about the diversity that people bring to a campus as a source of strength, something that makes this campus community all the better. I'm wondering, are there particular things that we are doing as a campus to, especially during this time when everything will be so remote, are we doing things to help make sure that students can connect with each other, not just with faculty and staff, but with each other to form that diverse community?
We actually have some programs that are really designed for you, for all the diverse students that are part of UC Irvine community. We have programs for our first-gen students, for students that may be low-income families, coming from low-income families. We have programs for students who have dependents, student parents. We have one for adult learners. We have one for former foster youth and students who are undocumented. We have one for our international students and our transfer students. There's just a number of programs for students to actually be a part of, where they're going to get a chance to meet people like themselves, and they're going to be able to do different things. Yes, it's going to be on the computer for a little bit through the internet, but we're also going to make sure that when you come back, you're going to have a chance to meet people in person as well.
You know, as you're talking, I'm reflecting that I was a first-gen student, and I come from a low-income background, and I have to admit, I would be very scared if I were a brand new first-gen student coming to campus remotely right now. But then I'm also thinking that as an adult, I'm about to teach my first class fully online, and I'm a little bit scared of that as well. It's been interesting to kind of think with other colleagues and even with some students about how we're really all in this together. But that's one of the things that makes us strong. What do you feel is the most important thing about community building that we can do right now, Kevin?
Yeah, well, we want our students to take a deep breath and realize that you're going to get a chance to interact with people. Yes, remotely, but you're going to get a chance to do that. We have come up with some very strategic ways of making sure that you have some interactions with other peers one-on-one. There's going to be some peer mentoring available to you, particularly if you decide to join some of the programs that are available. So there's going to be a lot of opportunity for you to engage. We really want you to make sure you take advantage of it. And I'd be curious, a question right back to you, Jonathan. Can you talk a little bit about the student experience in the classroom and what it is that you feel like either may be a challenge for them or just something for them to think a little bit about as they're in those remote classroom environments?
One of the reasons why I became a teacher nearly 30 years ago is because I really like interacting with people who are learning, people who are trying to not only pursue their education, but who can teach me things. And I know I'm going to miss some of the interactions with them personally in class. And yet, over the last several months, we've all learned there are a number of ways to connect creatively with people online. You've been doing it, I've been doing it, other staff, faculty, our students have actually been showing us a lot of the different ways in which we can connect. I've actually probably had more interesting and robust conversations with students over the last few months through Zoom than I've had in quite some time, just because we all recognize the value and the need to connect with each other. So I am looking forward to learning more from my students about how we can connect even remotely. I mean, we're all part of this Anteater community now, and that's an actual strength. We are Anteaters. We're doing this together. That is our history. That's our spirit. That will be our legacy. But thinking about being an Anteater reminds me that we all Zot. Maybe we could Zot together. Kevin, what do you think? You want to join me?
I'll do it.
All right, let's do it.
Count down. 1, 2, 3.
Zot, Zot, Zot.